Hello everyone, today is May 20th, 2012 and you're watching Overgrowth Weekly number 75. My name is Lucas.
Hey guys, I'm Anton.
I'm Morten.
And yeah, this week there was no alpha, unfortunately. So I think what we should do is just look at what Turner has to say about this. It feels like the best thing to me, don't you think?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, needless to say, he is not very happy about that.
Oh, and blood. Oh, man.
But you know, that's
I
what
know
you...
I shouldn't laugh at Turner's own suicidal tendencies, but man, that was funny.
That was kind of an overreaction, I know, but that's kind of how we all feel on the inside, I think. Because the lack of an alpha does not only mean that we do not get an alpha, it means that we do not get like loads of community content this week as well. And there will be no news and no fan art or anything. Everyone, it's like Overgrowth doesn't even exist at all, apparently.
You make it seem so depressing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Imagine if there wasn't a weekly alpha ever. Like if they didn't do that. Can you imagine
man.
how... I mean... Because every week when there is no alpha, the community content is really low. There is like really low fan art and everything like that. So it's quite boring, quite honestly. Imagine if Wolfire was a normal indie developer.
Oh, that'd be so boring.
Yeah, so boring.
It'd be awful.
Yeah, totally wouldn't be able to make Overgrowth Weekly, that's for sure.
I mean, I think that's one of the things that really drew me to the game as well, was that, you know, you get new content every week, which is awesome.
It's super duper important. So yeah, let's jump into this incredibly short show we have here this week. It's, yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll finish it in 5-10 minutes. We'll see what happens,
And go.
And go, are you taking time, Anton? Okay, so first up, no alpha this week. Yeah, or is there? Someone released an alpha, it seems. I'm not sure who it is, but here we go, man. It's unofficial, like the usual are, Alpha 179. That sounds cool. Let's take a look at this changelog, because this was released just 54 minutes ago, so this is fresh, man. So changelog bot, and I am the C, and Jacob swear one they and okay.
I do think that has to do with the physics system.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
It seems
sure.
what I can decipher from some of the last lines of this paragraph is that there's been a lot of optimization for especially the physics, and yep.
Maybe it means that they added water. I think that's what the C is about.
Ah, of course.
Yeah,
Of
course.
That's
online
true.
online multiplayer.
Yeah,
Ocean.
look at this. They and Pharaoh had 7 ears of Rachel Jacobs' firstborn. So 7 ears, like, isn't that kind of multiplayer if there are 7 ears?
I think that's what it
so.
means.
Yeah,
I think so.
that makes sense to me. And there's a lamb somewhere. Your lamb, for we have not died from the tree.
So that must be a new character.
Yeah, that's probably a new character. That's comes from the forest or something. I have no idea how we managed to get all this stuff into this week's alpha, but you know, it's pretty damn cool. And yeah, the video. Oh man. Bunny with pancake on head. I think that means hats. Did he put hats in as well? That's not in the changelog, is it?
Oh god, it's gonna turn into something like horrible Portal stuff, where a hat is like €4 or whatever.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty great, I think, though, because David is doing it, right?
Yeah, great. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you can download Windows version, whatever stuff. Oh no, what's this? Subscribe to the dev blog? Okay. Just subscribe, man. Just do it. I don't know.
I get the feeling that we've reached the end of this joke.
It's pretty funny though. They did well. Yeah. So yeah, no alpha this week, unfortunately. Sorry guys. Sorry for David not making an alpha. But you know, that's how it is sometimes. Moving on to the fan art watch. No fan art this week. No fan art. Yeah, that's what happened, as I said. No alpha means nothing of anything else, because the Overgrowth community just disappears if there's no alpha. So that's cool. But you can still check out, I mean, there are loads, over 100 pages now, if I remember correctly. So check it out.
109 pages. Yep.
Oh.
Pretty insane. But we do have a few community side notes, things to talk about. So let's jump right into that, man. Let's jump right into it. Bam. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna lower the volume so you can hear this. There you go. So first we have this weapon called Dark Sword by SamJB 1992, which is, as you can see, a pretty cool weapon. It's like a golden scimitar thing or something.
Mhm.
And it still has no sharpness map, so that's kind of a bit disappointing for me, but I hear they're working on it. There are a few people in the forums who are making weapons, who are looking into like how this actually works and if they can make their weapons have it. So
Yeah.
sharpness.
Actually, one
needs
weapon
to be
was
there.
updated. One weapon was updated with the sharpness map. We did it directly into the menu mod version, and I don't think that he announced it, but the rapier now has a sharpness map.
Nice.
And it will stick into a character. So sharpness maps are on their way. It has been done.
Cool.
Sweet. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to those sharpness maps, man. Alright, next we have the community item browser by Morris, or Oris, that we talked about last week, and it can now be downloaded via the menu mod via the Sun Launcher. So you download Sun Launcher and then you download the menu mod, and then this stuff will be in there, the first
Yes.
version.
I think it's a cool addition, and it's gonna be really cool to see it like in action, working with a lot of community stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is working already. There's quite a bit of content in there. It's a little bit weird with I don't know. I feel like it's becoming a little bit bloated in terms of you're just downloading sort of everything that you can possibly download. But I know that Aaron, who is developing some launcher, will be done with school in the next couple weeks, and so we should start seeing more move forward on the some OG utilities, the whole suite of utilities, and once we can start downloading things individually, I think it will be a little more useful for people. So-
That's very nice. Like, categorize it and choose what you want to download. 'Cause,
Exactly.
I mean, if you have limited amount of data a month, it's a lot to download and keep updating, I guess. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
Well, and I mean, the thing is that it does right now currently only update what you need if you're running some launcher.
Okay.
But the problem is that it still scans everything, so it only downloads
Yeah.
things with newer modified dates or that are missing from your entries. So
And that still takes a while. So.
it does. It takes longer than it should need to, but it was a temporary fix that honestly I didn't expect us to get to the size that we are now still running it this way. So
Yes. So Sun Launcher is going to be updated when Aaron goes out of school, I guess. Like that's when he's going to start like full-time development. Is he really going to start full-time development on it? Because I read wrote that somewhere.
he certainly plans on doing a lot.
Okay. Close to
yes.
full-time, maybe. We'll
Yes. We'll see.
Looking
you know,
forward to it. It's going to be great.
I'm not expecting him to work full time, but he does. You know, when he has the time, he has been very committed to the project. So I think that he will. You know, he and Johannes are both finishing up, and their contributions are definitely what we're sort of working on right now, which is how to get Overgrowth to communicate with some launcher, and then within Overgrowth you can download files.
Nice,
So it'll be
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty great. And talking about Sun Launcher and the main menu mod, the main menu mod was updated this week as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, Anton.
It was.
It adds character matters, the murder of Apaul, and Mr. Rotten's character gym levels.
Yes.
as well as updates the Forest Hills level by you, Morten, and Assassination Night by Karen.
Yeah.
Yep. As well as I think we added in the Forest Hills level. Oh, maybe we did that of Aubrey's last week. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yes. So as well as it also adds in the community item browser that we were just discussing, as well as some new weapons, and Morris is going to be updating that portion of it, hopefully on his own. I gave him direct access to upload that, so hopefully he'll be updating that as he gets those the new thumbnails and stuff created. So
Nice.
we should see more in there soon.
And also, if you have any custom objects that you want to have in the custom launcher tab, I guess not launcher tab, custom item tab, then you can go to the link in the agenda to the community item browser and just post. He has instructions there on what images he wants and what you need to do to get your item in there and make his work a bit easier, so he doesn't have to make images for everything.
Exactly.
So do that if you have anything to add. Alright, another video coming up. This level is called Lugori Challenge Map 7, and it's made by Akazi. It recreates the 7th challenge level from Lugori, obviously, as you can tell from the name.
Which was always one of my favorites. I loved playing with the staff. It was a lot of fun. There seems to be an issue either with my computer or with staffs on in the game where it crashes for me anytime I try and load this level. So
Really?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out why and hopefully fix it. I don't know if it's a Mac issue versus a PC issue, or if it's specific to the staff, but this is not the first time I've had it happen, so
Okay, it's
I
worked
might-
on both on my Mac and my PC, so yeah.
maybe it's time for me to do a clean install of the game, which I haven't done. I don't think I've done a clean install of Overgrowth in about 40 alphas, maybe 50.
Yeah, it's something similar for me actually. When some launcher came out and you had when the updates started coming, that's when I stopped. Like when you could just download a.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't then. It was when the Sun launcher came, because I still liked having a clean install back then. But then it just every week it took a bit of time to download and install it, so I just stopped with that when Sun launcher came out, because it was so easy and I can just start it, and then in like 20 seconds I had downloaded the alpha, applied the update, and I could start the game.
Exactly.
So
You can
easy.
usually update the game before you actually even watch the video
Yeah.
of the in less time than it takes to watch the video of the change log. You can update already. So
Yeah, we always get back to some launcher. It's so great. We should probably move on. Next up, we have a level called Border Wars, created by SamJB 1992. It seems like a very, very epic level. However, I read in the thread that it has almost 30 characters and 30 weapons on it, and my computer cannot handle half of that very well at all. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna try the map even. I know it's just not going to work for me. So that's probably something he needs to work on, getting his maps down the amount of characters and stuff, so more people can play it.
exactly,
But it does sound very cool.
for sure.
It does. And then we have a bit of level planning, I guess, called Overgrowth Legend Turner's Betrayal by Vallejo18. So this is just some plans for a mod that he wants to make, I guess.
Mhm.
Sounds like a very ambitious project.
Yes, very, very ambitious. He plans to have like voice acting, 2 new characters, skill development, so you can like get skills and level up and stuff. And he wants it to have like 2 to 4 hours of gameplay. So very, very ambitious mod. Incredibly hardcore, I have to say.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like the idea of having new new levels.
Yeah.
And it should be cool.
Yeah, if he does manage to make this, I mean, it's very ambitious, as we said, but if he does, it's going to be very, very great.
It would actually be awesome to actually get some. Then we would have a place to explore the gameplay of the game, like what's possible and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Exactly. So yeah, that should be cool. And I see someone in the chat asking what the agenda is. And yeah, I guess new people aren't entirely familiar with that. If you're on ogweekly.com watching this, you have the chat and the video there. You also have an agenda, which is just a list of links of everything that we're talking about. So it should be available like right below the video to the right. I can even show you right there, agenda. So here are all the links. So check that out. Now, since it's a short episode, we can take our time and show the new people around, see what's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the agenda there, man. And last on the community side note segment, we have a new issue of Overgrowth Digest by Law, so issue 2, and yeah. It's like this news thing that the Law started doing that is in a text format, so it's kind of like a blog, I guess. We talked about it before. Yeah, but he's sticking to it so far, so hopefully he will keep sticking to it.
Right, yeah, it would be exciting.
I like the text format. It's a very nice way to just quickly get an overview of what's happened. So this week, nothing really happened, so it's pretty short.
Yeah.
I also like his comedic style. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is fun to read, so it's good.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And he has posted an image of the website design that he's working on, so it looks like he's actually going to make a website for this thing. And I think he was looking for a place to put it, last thing I read. So yeah, that should be able to be up in just a few days to a week, or however long it takes for him to solve the housing issues, I guess you can call them.
Yeah, we briefly talked about it, but he hasn't returned to see. I might host it for him, so we'll see what happens.
Cool. Sweet stuff. So yeah, I guess that's the end of the show, man. If you aren't already there, don't forget to check out our website at ogweekly.com. So yeah, thank you for watching this exceptionally short episode of Overgrowth Weekly, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.